on to the second Thor trailer.
Yes.
First of all, I am furious that they censored Chris Hemsworth's butt.
Do you know
I
why?
feel like I've been robbed.
Do you know? I know why they did that. Actually, I think if you actually watch,
purely for advertisement.
At the end of the trailer, it says "not yet rated," so because it hasn't been rated, they can't show anything like that because
Give
it
us a
instantly.
red band trailer.
Well, yeah,
I want
they
Chris
should just do.
Hemsworth bean.
Someone please take that out of context. Yeah, I think
There's no way you can take that out of context.
You can.
No, it's a valid comment no matter what context you try and put it
in. But yeah, they should do like a red. They could have done a red band, I suppose. But yeah, I think even I saw that and I was like, oh, they blurred it. What the hell? And then it was like not yet rated. I was like, oh yeah, I suppose they'd have to rate the trailer R if they did that.
It just felt really weird seeing something blurred in an officially released trailer.
Like properly pixelated as well.
Yeah, it just felt weird. Either don't show that particular shot or just bite the bullet and don't blur it. It just felt a bit weird.
I wonder if it'll affect the rating of the film if Probably they do want to show it.
I mean, we saw Hulk's ass in
Thor
Ragnarok.
True. Thor saw more than just.
And then in two parts of the trailer, we kind of get like top-down shots of Thor and then Korg, and then loads of space over here on the screen. So a character is being hidden. The most logical assumption that I've seen is that it's Beta Ray Bill.
Okay.
Who, in the comics, wields Stormbreaker.
Right.
And is very similar to Thor. So people are thinking we might see a team up of Beta Ray Bill, Mighty Thor, which is Jane Foster, and Chris Hemsworth. In the trailer, we get even more shots of Jane Foster.
Yep.
But in every single shot, she's still in Thor form, which makes people think they are at least partially following through with the cancer part of the storyline, or at least seriously ill.
Yeah.
And we got a first look at Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher.
Yeah, look dope.
So, I mean, I know you weren't super aware of him. Are you aware that in the comics he has like tentacles and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen those pictures.
Okay, so I'm just going to complain about the Marvel fandom again, because despite being a part of it, I hate them all. Put it this way, I am worried that the Marvel fandom is starting to become a little bit too much like the Star Wars fandom, who are too busy complaining about every little thing they dislike to just enjoy what they do like about it. And they were like we said with like the last 4 things we've discussed, like Marvel, everyone loves to complain about the CGI not being perfect for every single frame, and then at the same time they're going, "Oh my god, I can't believe Christian Bale's just got white paint on. Why haven't they CGI'd on, like, got rid of his nose and put tentacles on him?" It's like, what? So you can just sit there and bitch and moan about the CGI? It's like, what do you want? Like, honestly, what do they want?
You know what the thing is as
he
well?
looks intimidating and scary. Yes, would it have been nice for the tentacles? Maybe. But the mock-ups people have done based on the photos we've had look shit.
Do you know what it could be? Because I can't in my head at the moment picture what the tentacles.
So it's kind of like, think of like dreadlocks almost, but like they're white tentacles, like
So, okay, yeah. So there's a shot of Christian Bale in that trailer, and he has scars. What if he's had his tentacles cut off?
That's like any reason, and they could have just gone, okay, actually, we'll just go redesign the character a little bit, like they've done with loads of fucking characters.
Also, I think if they'd done no nose on him,
it would have looked weird.
Well, not necessarily look weird. The same Marvel fans that are complaining would have gone, "Oh, he just looks like Voldemort."
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I'm genuinely scared that Marvel fans are becoming toxic like Star Wars fans, in the sense of they would rather nitpick one frame for for the rest of eternity than talk about the film as a whole and what they liked about it. And I just don't want
As soon
the
as
Marvel fandom to go that way.
I've said this about Star Wars, but as soon as you're a fan and you start doing that, you're no longer a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just a toxic viewer.
If you can't look at something, enjoy it, but still criticize parts of it, what's the point? You shouldn't just look at it and go, it's perfect no matter what, and you shouldn't look at it and go, it's shit no matter what, but I'm still going to claim I'm a fan. Like, but anyway, I think the Thor trailer looked fucking great.
I thought it looked amazing.
There was, I know I've just moaned about people moaning about CGI, but I've said before, my rule with CGI is if I notice it without it being a still, I think it needs to be worked on. There's one bit in the trailer where you see Thor's like new helmet.
Hmm.
The CGI looked wonky on it.
Oh,
Like instantly, as I'm watching the trailer, I saw it and I was like, "Ooh, something wasn't right there." Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it'll get fixed before the film's out. But
it could. Oh, I don't know exactly which bit you're on about because I didn't notice it. The only thing I noticed,
it was like hovering over his head instead of actually sitting on his head.
Okay, I agree. You.
It was a bit weird, but like I said,
Could also be just the fact that
it's fix it.
A design. We're not used to this new like helmet and armor design that he's wearing.
That might have been part of it. That might have been what brought extra attention to it for me.
But yeah, I think overall it was good.
Yeah, I think we got some interesting information out of it.
Yeah, I also loved the one bit in it that I really liked was how Jane used Mjolnir.
Oh yeah,
because it's all broken. Fragments. Yeah, it just like breaks back into its fragments. That's like such a clever way to take the state of the hammer and like actually play it into how it's used.
Yeah, 100%. It's still broken. It's her wielding it and pulling it back together that gives it its hammer shape. So when she throws it out in that dart form. It's just so cool. I like her helmet. I like it all. It's literally, I'm so excited for this film.
I wonder, do you think maybe in a post-credit scene we'll see Loki turn up?
So I've seen people talk about this. When Chris gets stripped off, whoop whoop, you see a tattoo on his back that is Loki's helmet with the words "Rip Loki" over the top of it.
Yeah.
If Loki turns up and Thor's got that tattoo on his back, Thor has every right to kill him. I don't think so. I think the next time we see Thor and Loki together will be in Loki season 2. And I don't think that will be our Thor per se.
Okay. I wondered with it may be a post-credit scene, and maybe it wouldn't necessarily be Loki and Thor seeing each other. It could be like a post-credit scene of Loki steps out of a TVA portal somewhere we've seen in the film, so you know that he's stepped into that same universe or something.
Quite possible. It's very, very possible.
But that was just overall the trailer dope. I also loved the thing of Korg commentating over or narrating the beginning, and he's like, went from dad bod to god bod.
But this brings me on to our next point. He was talking about Thor in the past tense at that point. So a lot of people are worried that Thor's going to die in this film. It's the 4th film. He's the only one of the big 3 still alive, or not alive, still active. And a lot of Phase 4 has been setting up legacy characters. You could say that this one with Jane Foster as Thor and Valkyrie is setting him up to get the chop.
So this new trailer didn't show any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm wondering if he's speaking in past tense when he's narrating, because at the end of it all, Jane stays as Lady Thor, and then Thor, like we talked in the past, becomes Odin's son. And maybe he's talking in past tense because he's no longer Thor and he's going off with the Guardians and he's stepping away from all that. Stepping away from being a god.
I definitely think we're getting a either a large change to Thor as a character, or he's retiring, dying, moving on. Maybe
he gets TVA'd.
Maybe.
And him and Loki team up in season 2.
Turn season 2 into a buddy cop film with
brother buddy cop.
I'd be down. I'd be so fucking down. What do you think of the way they're portraying Zeus?
It's hard to like get because I don't know much about how Zeus is personality-wise in Marvel, but it's like I get the sense that he didn't trust from the trailer. You get the sense that he didn't trust that Thor was actually Thor, and I wonder if it's something to do with like the fact that he knows about Gorr the God Butcher, so he's not trusting anyone anymore.
So a few people seem to be a little bit annoyed that Zeus isn't like mega ripped.
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
I'm of the opinion Zeus is a Greek god who likes to drink and sleep with mortal women and be a bit of a big baby. I think Russell Crowe being not massively fat, but like just a little bit larger with not a fuck ton of definition works.
Do you know what it is? Because of Chris Hemsworth being absolutely jacked.
Everyone looks tiny in comparison.
Well, also everyone, for the Marvel universe at least, he was the first god that we were introduced to. So everyone immediately has this like visual image that gods are all going to be ripped like they are in the statues in Athens and stuff. But it's like, by like real life lore and like mythology about like the Thor in Viking terms, he was more of like a body, like if you think like strongman size, where they are jacked, big, but they have belly, like they have that definition. Like they just don't have the like 0% fucking body fat. Like
exactly.
More gods are actually like, when you read stories about the Greek gods and stuff, they are actually more like bodybuilder sizes. So I think you'll find that this Zeus, like in these shots, looks a bit more plump, but I bet you'll find out that like he's just jacked bodybuilder shape. So like, he's a bit more plump, but he's just like, he's just bulked. And it doesn't bother me.
I mean, it doesn't bother me either way, but people, like I said, people just like to nitpick on the weirdest things. I've got a feeling Christian Bale could be about to put in a performance that, if it wasn't for a superhero film, everyone would be saying deserves an Oscar. I don't know why. I feel like Gorr the God Butcher is quite a deep character. Christian Bale being such a talented actor, who is such a good character actor as well, I think could really, really give us something special.
And like every character he's played in, like he always goes like 110% into getting into that character. So like he's gonna be like locked in as Gorr the God Butcher.
Yeah.